Okay. Alright, should we talk to everyone? What do we got? We got Sten. Alistair. Let's talk to... And then Morgan's over there.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Fennick, at your service once again. I saw your camp and thought to myself, what safer place to rest for the evening than in the camp of a Grey Warden? I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes? Wonderful. Thank the kind lady, won't you, boy?
Thank
Hey,
you, kind
Mike.
lady.
Let me know if my
It won't
mic
be a
is
bother to you
fine.
and your
My other
companions,
mic.
I assure you. If you should need enchantments,
My
simply talk to my
earbuds
boy. Otherwise, come
weren't
speak
charged. So I have to use my laptop mic. And I don't honestly
If
know
there's
how well it
anything I
is.
can do for you, please tell me. I suppose since you told me about you being a Grey Warden, it's only fitting for
Sounds
me
fine,
to be
okay.
as open. I am originally from Orzammar, the famed dwarven city that lies beneath the stately Frostback Mountains. I was a merchant there.
How are
too.
you, Mike?
Merchant caste. These things are in the blood, you know. You can't just leave them behind. I ran a fairly successful business. Rare artifacts, you know. Old things,
I love
grand
these two.
things. The nobles loved them.
Love 'em.
Reminded them of the lost glory days, I suppose.
Enchantment?
Our kingdoms once spanned the length of Thados, from majestic Orzammar to Kalsharok to glittering Darmalin far to the west. They say the gold and silver veins ran so thick through
I
the stone
am
of
very tired.
Darmalin that the entire city sparkled. The Darkspawn took it all, of course. One by one, the old
Very,
tides
very
fell,
tired.
and then all that was left
And I have to go to work
Orzammar.
early in the morning tomorrow.
we
But
were
I have
talking about
a
how I ended up here.
interview
Well,
for a promotion
one day,
tomorrow.
a noble woman came to my stall. She looked around for a bit and then started shrieking in dismay. Apparently, she believed that a pair of braces I had for sale once belonged to her brother. He'd been lost in a cave-in, you see, while on an expedition to clear out the Darkspawn from one of the tunnels running close to the city. They were made specially for him. They're unique, she shrieked. He stole them from my poor brother's corpse. She had me arrested on the spot, of course. Nobles, they're touchy like that. Well, I didn't steal them. You see,
Thank you,
I've been
Mike.
paying these castless thugs to venture out into the deep roads for me. The lost tides, they're full of things that people left behind. Sometimes you can find a treasure. Something worth a little
Treasure.
gold. That's exactly how I see it. The noble woman, she wasn't too happy with the theft of her brother's braces. I don't know what they planned for me, and I didn't want to find out. Bribed the guard that was watching me and took off for the surface first opportunity I got. Never looked back. You're quite welcome. Now, is there anything the boy or I can get you? I hear news from Dinnerham that Tyrn Loghain has been declared the new regent. It makes sense, his daughter being the queen. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is. Look, we don't rob people, all right? We don't take things from people that need them. The things in the lost
Oh, I
tides,
definitely
what
deserve
good did
it.
they
I've
do
been told I'm
lying
probably
there?
gonna get it.
I brought them back to Orzammar, where people could look at them and remember. It's not all that different up here. There are places long abandoned by the humans everywhere. Even more now with the Darkspawn coming. People flee from the Blight with good reason, but they forget things. Things with value and meaning. They leave them behind because they're frightened and desperate. And sometimes, my boy and I, we find our way to these places before the Horde descends, and we save these things. I take them away so the Darkspawn don't get them. Is that so bad? They destroy everything they touch. That's what I tell myself, too. Ah, these are dark times indeed. Dark times, my friend. Ah, yes. I'm married to a fine woman back in Denham, it's true. She'd give me a son if she could, but that's not likely to ever be. Sandal here. I found him in the deep roads years ago. Abandoned, I think, and he was never quite right in the head. I took him in, and I brought him with me when I came here to the surface. It may not be
We're
my blood,
apparently supposed to get more
I think
rain
I
tonight.
missed one.
More
we left
rain.
Orzammar.
That's right, boy. Maybe one day we'll see it again. That's how I've always felt. As long as he's happy, so am I. It's not as if I don't benefit, mind you. Turns out the boy's a natural working with enchantments. He might have even been lyrium-addled. I never thought of that before, to be honest. Happens sometimes. He can work an enchantment into just about anything, however, given some time. Could probably open his own shop, if he knew how.
Enchantment.
Well, he does seem to enjoy it, at least.
Alright, let's look at what he got.
I'm sure
Oh,
you'll be
he
pleased
carries
with the
the
goods
gifts.
my boy and I have collected. And with your
discount. See, look at all these gifts. Okay, how much do we have? What do we have that can be sold? I have no idea who I'm romancing. No, I'm romancing, I remember. Yeah, I saw one place. I can't. Mankato? Maybe Mankato? There's a dam that's about to collapse. Spirit damage. I can't remember where it was, but alright. Do we have anything that can be enchanted?
Hello.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was he now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed. He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than
Mankato?
others.
I thought it was
It's a
Mankato.
process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform.
No, we went to
But
the cities
my
today,
boy
and
here
there was a river
is
that was
just as adept at it. Isn't that right,
long.
boy?
Not long.
Enchantment.
High.
There you have it.
Enchantment.
I don't think we have anything. Oh, we have an oath breaker. Alright. Yeah, I'm pretty far. I used to not be far from Mankato, but...
Yes? Well, here I am.
Alright.
I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell, and the darkness drew me in. I suppose I did. That was what the darkness was, no? When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rose bush in the corner had flowered.
This is so interesting,
Everyone
thank
knew
you.
that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there
But
it
hey,
was.
we're no longer in a
A
drought.
single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith. In my dream, I
I saw pictures from Waterville, and
maybe
oh
I
my goodness,
jumped.
streets were
I'd do
flooded.
anything to stop the blight.
Insane.
I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the blight devours everything? That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a blight to stop.
About July. Let's do. What are you weighing? The stupid helmet looks weird. Oh, I want Dex. Actually, we'll give Dex to you. Gonna be hot and dry? Yeah. It's a long sword. It would help if I give you a weapon. Okay. What do we got? All wine? Okay. Where's it telling me to go? Who's this guy?
You're a hard woman to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader? Oh, yes, for years. Considered him a friend, I
This is
did.
DLC.
But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled. It's a bit of a tale, that is. But I'm the one who brought the Grey Wardens back to Ferelden. Well, I was one of the ones. There were a lot of us. Maker's breath, I'm a bit nervous. Honoured to be here, really. My family, well, past a bit checkered to see. Nobles look at us with disdain. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden Commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Arlen banished
Thank you
the
for using my
Wardens, and he
emotes.
took House Dryden's land and titles. Hard to say. After King Arlen died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one, and our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride. Ask for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our
I don't want to
honour.
work tomorrow.
Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Arlen's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honour.
Membership? And I greatly appreciate that, Mike.
Darkspawn surfaced in southern Ferelden, and Duncan got plenty busy
Roxas, what's
recruiting
up?
new wardens and meeting with good King Caleb.
I see that you stream
Duncan
on
said he would
Twitch.
help
I
it
just
after the
never...
Battle of Ostagar.
I'm always busy.
Said there might be useful things at the peak, but he never had the chance. 1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
No, I won't do that. Thank you, though. Alright, let's talk to some people. Spamming? Spamming what? Whoa. Oh, my mod took care of it. Sorry about that. Hold on a second. Give me 1 second. I don't know. Apparently it was a bot. Alright, let's talk to Sten.
Why are we stopping? There are darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful? You are concerned. No
Anyway,
need.
hi, Snippy.
I am fit enough to fight.
How's work today? I mean, it was long.
I am. I have always fought in war, elf. No. Get used to disappointment. People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of, the elves are a lithe, pointy-eared people who excel at poverty. Many humans have said that to me. I do not understand it. If I were indeed hostile, you would be bleeding. Couldn't you tell?
It was a bit stressful. It was long.
As you wish.
Okay, we gained,
What do you need?
and there's thunder.
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did. I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not with so much as riding on us, not with the blight and everything. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive.
But I'm up for a promotion
I don't
tomorrow,
think
so
he
hopefully
had
I
any
get it.
family to speak of.
Alright, we gotta save. It almost crashed.
I think he came from High Ever, or so he said. Maybe I'll go up there sometime. See about putting up something in his honor. I don't know. The Dalish don't practice cremation, do they? How do your
How
people
do we
their
honor
dead?
the dead?
That sounds quite beautiful. Life springing from death. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little. I'd like that. So would he, I think.
Oh, Alistair approved. A lot. Okay. Okay, now we gotta talk to Morgan. Morgan is over here.
What do you wish of me?
Should we say,
We're in camp, so 'tis
let's
as good a
discuss
time as
something
any.
personal? Never mind, not that question.
What do you wish of me? If you must. I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe,
You're
that is
working
when
my
we strike,
unfortunately I
dragging
am.
the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend. Changing her form, certainly. Devouring lost children, I cannot say.
No, it was stressful at work.
She has not
both
done
me
it in
and
my
Mom.
experience, though in truth my lifespan is but a fraction of her own. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know? Oh? Then I have no doubt your people do much to keep their talents well hidden from humans. I wonder if I was to ask one of your keepers of the origin of their magics, if there would be any relation to what I was taught. I may even ask my mother about it someday, though I doubt she would tell the truth of it even so, such is her way. There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the
We're
world
not
around
romancing
you
her,
and you
though.
think you know it well. I have smelled
actually don't even know
it as
who
a
can.
wolf, listened as a cat.
I was gonna say the
Prowled
cats, they're
shadows
good.
that you
It's
never
hot.
dreamed
So
existed.
they're hot.
But my life is as a human. I am
very
under
human.
no illusions to the contrary. They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals. Thus they cannot speak, even were I to ask. Anyone with sufficient will, but the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell and thus requires a mage's talents. If you had a notion to learn such a skill for yourself, sadly, you must remain disappointed. The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess. Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
Of course not, Morgan. Let's go this way.
No doubt it would. But enough of such talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
What? We didn't gain any? No points? Nothing? Okay, I think we talked to everyone. Let's see where we're all at, approval-wise. Alistair's midway. Oh, Morgan likes me a little bit more. Balto loves me. Anna, a little bit more. I think we're gonna romance her. Oh, we got some stuff to sell first. They're over here. How's the weather for you? It's been hot.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Not that. We're poor. Very, very poor. Alright, let's get out of here. Who do we have for my party? Who do we want for our party? That's the question.
Indeed.
Do I want 2 rogues?
Yes.
Let's have Alistair.
Yes.
Alright. Where do we go from here? Do we want to start with this? Yeah, let's go to the forest.
Andara Natishan, my friend. You have come a long way. I give you the welcome of our clan. These are curious companions you have. Might I ask the purpose of your visit?
Should we say here?
The Grey Wardens? You have joined their ranks? How unusual.
Romance the fake Shadowheart? Who's the fake Shadowheart?
I will take you to the Keeper right away.
The healer?
I see we have a guest. And one of
I actually don't know if I can romance.
This one is from one of our sister clans to the north, Keeper, that claims to have come on behalf of the Grey Wardens.
The Grey Wardens? How unusual that one of our own should join their ranks. How did such a thing occur? It is as I feared, then. Very well. Let us speak. Masirinus Mithra, you may return to your post.
Manuvinen, Keeper.
Now, perhaps we might introduce ourselves. I am Zathrian, Keeper and Haran of this clan. You are?
Who am I? Oh, I've got to name my character
If you came
Cynthia.
to bring news of the blight in the south, it
okay.
is not needed.
Nope, we can't romance
I had
her.
already sensed its corruption. I would have taken the clan north by now.
Because we are
the ability
female,
to move.
so we're gonna do Liliana.
Sadly, as you can see.
Or Alistair, who knows? We'll see.
Yes, it seems like you've had your own troubles. What are the odds?
So their first reaction to
Well, I think
trouble
he's
is to
obvious.
flee from it. Curious.
Do not allow our troubles to burden you, though I suspect they may impact your mission. I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed centuries ago. Unfortunately, we may not be able to live up to the promise we made. This will require some explanation. Please, follow me. The clan came to the Brazilian forest 1 month ago, as is our custom when we enter this part of Ferelden. We are always wary of the dangers in the forest, but we did not expect the werewolves would be lying in wait for us. They ambushed us, and though we drove the beasts back, much damage was done. Many of our warriors lie dying as we speak. Even with all our magic and healing skill, we will eventually be forced to slay our brethren to prevent them from becoming beasts. The Blight's evil must be stopped, but we are in no position to uphold our obligations. I am truly sorry.
Werewolves!
There was a time in Ferelden's history when werebeasts roamed the lands in great numbers.
Probably
Spirits
not.
possessed animals and turned them into horrific monsters. The humans warred against and destroyed these creatures. No doubt their tales of those days grow ever more inaccurate.
Flemeth tells tales of such a time. Packs of possessed wolves akin to abominations roaming the land. It was a terrible age, now long past.
The werebeasts are not all gone from this land, and the ones that stalk the Brazilian forests are proof of this. The affliction is a curse that runs rampant in their blood, bringing great
I
agony
totes
and
believe
then
you.
ultimately either death or a
Definitely.
transformation into something monstrous. The only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself, and that would be no trivial task to retrieve. I would not ask such a thing of anyone. You asked, did you not? Within the Brazilian forest dwells a great wolf. We call him Witherfang. It was within him that the curse originated, and through his blood that it has been spread. If he is killed and his heart brought to me, perhaps I could destroy the curse. But this task has proven too dangerous for us. I sent some hunters into the forest a week ago, but they
My knee
have
was
not
bothering me
returned.
today all day.
I cannot risk any more of my clan. There is no guarantee that this will work, as I suspect, but it's the only hope we have left. I must warn you that more than werewolves lurk in the Brazilian forest. It has a history full of carnage and murder, you see. Where there is so much death, the veil separating the spirit realm from our own becomes thin, allowing spirits to possess things, living or dead. But if you can indeed help, then I wish you luck.
He is not a
Make them
vampire.
quick, if you please. I have much to do here. My
Do we
apprentice
have questions
Lanaya or
for him?
Sayrel, the clan's storyteller, could provide you with answers just as easily. There is not much to say. It stemmed originally from Witherfang, but now any werewolf may infect someone with it. It is possible, but not guaranteed. The only way to protect against the curse is not to be bitten. No. The ones from this forest, however, do. You will know within a matter of days. You will begin to sweat and vomit, and most tellingly, your temper will become wild and uncontrollable. If that happens to you, you should seek out Witherfang even more swiftly. Your mission at that point will be rather personal.
Uh-huh.
That is a long tale I do not have time to tell. Ask Sayrel about it if you wish.
Okay.
Go on then.
Alright.
I must return to caring for my people. Creator's speed on your way.
Underan Atishan Lathalan. My name's Lanaya, Zathrian's first. I hear your clan has moved on to the north, and that you're now one of the Grey Wardens. Allow me to congratulate you for stepping into a world that few of our people even dream of. I wish I could do the same. I
mean,
admit,
it hasn't
I
been a
am
long
bit
journey,
jealous.
but it's been
I
interesting.
have too many duties to my clan to do more than dream of such travels. Perhaps, since you have traveled in the outside world yourself, might I ask you a question or two? I hear the human cities are very large, thousands upon thousands of souls all packed together in their houses. Is that true? I never thought of it like that. They truly couldn't imagine this kind of freedom? How odd. I try to imagine those of our people living in such a place, surrounded by walls of stone and indifference.
Yeah, it's still
is
my
a
brain
difficult
today.
thought.
Or tonight.
Being accustomed to pain and suffering does not make it any less tragic. It is said that one day we will have a land of our own. We Dalish gather the ancient wisdom in preparation for this. When that day comes, all elves, even those who have forgotten, will reclaim their former glory. I have one more question, though I'm not sure you can answer it. Do the humans...
I mean, I
ever
have a
regret
couple humans
what
right
they did
by
to
me,
us?
so I could ask them.
And yet, even if some regret, they do nothing. A poet once wrote of them, before the fall of the Dales. Like dragons they fly, glory upon wings. Like dragons, they savage, fearsome, pretty things. But you don't need me to quote poetry to you. Forgive me. Perhaps you have some questions of your own. Nothing that you could not ask Zathrian himself.
He is the keeper of this clan and has been for a very long time.
Daddy Ray, I don't
He
know.
is also a very good man who has lost much. The Dalish are everything to him, and he would do anything to protect them.
I wasn't aware.
I really shouldn't talk about that. That's something you should ask him about yourself. I'm hardly anyone
Guess I gotta be
special,
more
I
active
assure
in
you.
Discord.
If I seem different from the rest of my clan, it's only because I was born amongst humans. I came to the Dalish at a very young age, but I've always retained my curiosity about the world I came from. My parents were servants to a human merchant whose caravans plied the southern routes. One day, bandits killed him, and my parents both. I was the only survivor, just a young girl, and the bandits took me. I was their servant for several years. Oh, there were many times I
Oh my
wished
god,
were
I hit the
dead.
wrong button.
I would cry myself to sleep wishing these men would let me die and join my parents at last. I can only imagine what would have
Oops,
happened had the
I hit
clan
the wrong
not
button.
saved me from them. I owe them my life for that, and more. The bandits killed a scout when the clan passed near their camp. When the clan discovered him, Zathrian came looking for his killers. He followed their tracks for almost a month, and when he finally caught up to us, he fell on the bandits like a terror. No one could stop him. I sat there and I watched him attack them in a blur, and I reveled in every blow. When he saw me, the fury in his eyes turned to pity. He took me back to the clan, and I've been here ever since. It's possible I might have had some, maybe many. Zathrian offered to take me back, but I had no
Bot's
idea
gone.
where I
Yep,
was
the
from.
bot's gone.
And I wanted to stay with the man who rescued me. The clan is my family. Any others out there? It's best they believe that little girl died with her parents. For now, the clan is all I need. My old world could not have offered me all this, and the knowledge of a keeper as well. Perhaps one day, when I am keeper, I might inquire out of curiosity. I'm not sure what lies down that road except pain, however. I am not a keeper. I am Zathrian's first. Though because I was not born into the clan, becoming his first was very difficult. We Dalish have old traditions. The clans come from the ranks of the nobility that once ruled the Dales, you see. The keepers of those old clans have the strongest and purest blood that reaches back to the days of Arlathan. I had to compete against the other candidates for first, to be better than them in everything, simply because I was not of the old blood. I am. The ceremony where Zathrian anointed me as his first was the proudest day of my life. The clan has placed great trust in me. One day, I will lead them and be the one who secures our future.
Alright.
As you wish. Darth Shiro.
That was so interesting. Oh, it was
You are
cute,
the
Purple
Danish Grey
Pig.
Warden. And Darren. It is good to meet you. I am Kamen, a hunter apprentice. Though I wish I could become a real hunter.
Let's play matchmaking.
Never mind. Just go away and leave me alone.
At least they have chosen freedom over subjugation. Better hardship and danger than slavery.
Uh-huh.
Anathara, friend. It is good to see another of the wandering clans. Where is your clan now, if I might ask? I see. I am glad you have become part of such a respectful organization as the Grey Wardens, however. I understand you will search for the wolves in the Brazilian forest. I would join you, but Zathrian has forbidden me. None of us are happy about this situation, and I least of all. But I shouldn't trouble you with this. You have your own concerns, I am certain.
No, tell me. I am a I'm the protagonist.
Well, perhaps you could help me with it. I would certainly appreciate anything you could do. My wife Yunalescka and I both fought the werewolves in the ambush. She was injured so gravely, the curse spread rapidly in her. Zathrian fought hard to ease her pain, but there was little he could do. And though he says that Yunalescka is dead, he will not let me see her body. I am beginning to believe she became a werewolf, and that it is being kept from me so I do not go chasing after her.
I would not allow any to keep me from my goal.
Going out there could cause another attack, and I wish no harm upon my clan.
This I understand. To hold the group over the individual is worthy. An unexpected trait in your kind.
No.
If I could just know if Yunalescka is alive, or what happened to her, then I could be at peace.
So what he's saying is we're pretty selfish.
I have an amulet made by our craftsman. It's not much, but I would be happy to give it to you in return for any news.
Okay. Let's see. Ooh, there's something we can steal. I mean, borrow. Are any of us close to leveling up? Oh, Morgana. Morgan.
What are you doing? You've warped the wood completely. Did you leave it out in the rain?
No, Master Ferrothorn. I think I just used too much heat.
You're not smelting ore like a Durgenlin. This is living wood. It requires patience and delicate hands, not more heat.
My actions bring me sorrow, Master Ferrothorn.
And so they should. Truly, the art will be lost to us forever at this rate. Throw away your dead wood and start anew, and I shall speak to our guest. And dear
Hi.
Natitian friend. It has been some years since I met Master Island at the last gathering. He is still hale, I hope. That is good to hear. Your clan is more familiar to us than most, since we do not stray far from each other in this land. I met your father, for he was once keeper of your clan. You carry many of his features. He spoke at a gathering, telling the clans that more of us need to voyage into the Shemlin world and learn their ways. He would be proud to see his daughter a Grey Warden, I think. Our people speak so little of the dead, especially those who end in tragedy.
Spicy
I thought
ways.
you should know, regardless. What little of the craft I've learned has been passed on to me through generations. Such is the time it has taken us to learn a fraction of what has been lost. I do not make bows as fine as Master Island's, perhaps, but might have caused more than one Shemlin to drool at the thought of possessing them. There is wood that, if treated properly, is as hard as steel, but far lighter. It grows only in this forest. Ironbark. The
I will
keeper has
find it.
forbidden us from entering the forest to collect the wood. This means I cannot make our finest crafts for years to come.
Tough break.
I would be hesitant to ask it of you, but if you should come across ironbark, I suppose there would be no harm in gathering some. It is blue and very distinctive. You can only harvest the bark which has fallen off the tree from age. Now, if you find some, bring it to me, and I will craft it for you. That would please me, so long as our hunters come first.
Payday 3 is almost done. Nice.
I am no merchant, but let us trade. Perhaps there's something here which will be of value to you.
Alright, what do we got? Okay, nothing of importance.
It will be done.
Can we break this open? Of course we can.
There are places where those horns bring huge prices. Can cure diseases, so they say.
Who comes? Anathara. I was so busy attending the hala, I did not hear you coming. I fear she may have been bitten during the werewolf attack. I have tried speaking with her, but she is too agitated for me to understand. The curse would not affect her as it would us, but it would still be lethal. And it may prove contagious to the other hala as well. I can find no wound on her, but if she's truly ill, then I will have to put her out of her misery, for her sake as well as that of the others. I don't know. Do you have any skills that might help her?
I don't, but
If
we
you
can
do,
at
I
least
would be
try.
grateful. And? What do you think? I am glad you attempted it regardless. No. No, I'm sorry. She isn't calming any more around you than she is for me.
Should we? I'll try my
I
best.
know. It was kind of you to try.
No, we're not killing her quite
I
yet.
will watch her for a while longer and see if her condition changes. I am grateful for your assistance, friend.
Let's get this. Sniper, you can fall asleep. That's fine. Go ahead and fall asleep.
It will be done.
I told you to leave me alone. I suppose there's no harm in telling you. You know our ways.
Yeah.
I've been an apprentice for too long. To become a true hunter, I must bring back the pelt of a beast I killed myself. A boar or a wolf or something. I wanted to hunt in the forest, but we're forbidden to enter because of the attack. But the real problem is Gaina.
We say girl problems.
She's my heart's desire. I have asked for her hand, but she cruelly refuses it.
I'm still
She will
here?
not
Well, thank
bond
you,
with an
Mike. I
apprentice, she
appreciate
says,
that.
and calls me a child. I am no child. If I was a hunter, I could prove it, but I cannot hunt, and Gaina will never bond with me. I feel so helpless. I shouldn't have brought it up. Just leave me to my misery. You think I haven't thought about this? There's nothing I can do. I suppose you could, but what good would that do? The situation hasn't changed.
I can be pretty persuasive.
Really? I'm willing to try anything. I could reward you. I have a book of our history written in the common tongue. The keeper wrote it and gave it to my father before he died. If nothing else, you could sell it. It must be worth something in the human lands. Sirenas, oh ma Sirenas, I will pray to the goddess of love that you are successful.
That's nice.
Welcome to our clan. It is good to see more of my own people from elsewhere. At the last gathering of the clans, I was too young to be permitted to mingle. I look forward to the next. You spoke to him? What did he say? Oh, I am embarrassed to talk about this to you, but I simply cannot accept his proposal. He's been a hunter apprentice for over 2 years now, and he's yet to slay a proper beast. Each time he's tried, something has gone wrong. Perhaps the creators do not wish us to bond. I cannot bond with an apprentice hunter, can I? But what if he never becomes a proper hunter? What will become of our family? Oh, you are right. I have made poor Cameron miserable. No wonder he cannot complete his hunt. Masiranas, thank you. You have helped me put this into perspective. I will go and speak to Cameron.
Members on? Well,
Cameron,
again, Mike, I truly appreciate that.
Gaina? What do you mean?
You don't have to, and yet you do.
Have you changed your mind?
I have. The outsider has helped me to see that I was wrong. I have made you miserable, and I should not have.
But what about my hunt?
I don't care about that. I know you will pass your hunt in time, and we will be happy. Us and our children.
Thank you, Gaina. You've made me a happy man. I feel blessed by the gods today.
Yay.
We are both very grateful for the part you've played in bringing us together.
How marvelous you are. I am so happy.
Does anyone else feel the urge to vomit?
Yeah, same, Morgan,
No?
same.
'Tis just me?
Here, take the book. I hope it plays some part in your battle against the Darkspawn. It's the very least I can do.
I mean, I'll take gold, but, you know, whatever. Morgan disapproves. Let's see, do we have anything for Morgan? Ale. You want a silver brooch?
A fine gift. You have my thanks.
You're welcome. Okay. Alright, I think that's everything we can do here. Oh wait, we gotta talk to, you? Yes, you.
Gaina and Cameron together, I see. Strange that you should take the time to involve yourself in that affair, of all things. I know a few tales. Our clan has passed this way many times before, even when the Shemlin lived in these parts. You wish? I can tell you what I know. It is not a long story.
Do it.
Our legends say that before the Shemlin came, the Brazilian forest was a place of our ancestors that predated even our oldest homeland. The people of the Imperium came here and gave the forest its name. If they found traces of our ancestors, we cannot say. If they did, those elves were slain or enslaved. We know only that a great many battles were fought here. These trees grow upon the graves of those who fell, Shemlin and elves both. So much death in one place.
No phonation for life, Sinky.
The
Yeah,
Shemlin know the beyond as the Fade, the place of dreams and spirits. When the veil is torn, spirits pass into our world freely. The legends say that one great spirit possessed the wolf that became Witherfang, who passed its curse of rage onto men and created werewolves. So Zathrian insists. He says that Witherfang does not age as the werewolves do. Witherfang is as much spirit as it is beast, and thus it is immortal.
Look at that.
Perhaps
Tatted
it
on
cannot
back
even be
start a
slain.
gang.
At the very least, it is
Very
old
nice.
and powerful, much as Zathrian himself. The forest is said to be haunted. Spirits possess the trees, the wolves, even the bodies of the dead. They yearn for true life, you see. No one knows. When the Shemlin lived in these parts, the curse would spread anew to a few of them with each passing year. They would run off into the forest, never to be seen again. Eventually, all the Shemlin left. One assumes the werewolves survive by passing their curse to their offspring. They have had no new blood. Until now, that is. It is said that 1 or 2 have turned already, though the Keeper denies it. As for the rest, they will either die or turn, unless they are killed out of mercy. I would rather die than become a ravening, soulless beast. Wouldn't you? One last warning. The forest is like a thing alive. It changes as it wills, closing paths behind you and opening up new ones. Too many have become lost within, unable to find their way out. Were I you, I would endeavor not to make the forest my enemy.
Why, thank you. Okay, thank you for that lovely story. Okay, let's go over here. See if there's anything over here. There's nothing over here.
Please leave that be. If you have need of equipment, I am sure Master Verathorn can help you. Please do not lie to me. I find it most unbecoming.
Oh.
I am told you were instrumental in bringing our Kamen and Gaina together. By our traditions, Kamen is still Dalen, a child. Their match is hardly appropriate.
Who can stand in the way of love?
We try to teach our young to wean themselves off the impatience that humans suffer from. Their belief that everything must happen now is what destroyed us long ago.
There's no space in your
There's no
bed.
real harm in what you did. I do not doubt
That
your
sounds like a
intentions
personal
were
problem.
good. As you wish. Darth Shiro.
You sound exhausted though. I am tired. Alright. Okay. Oh, okay. And that's not very helpful either. Okay, let's save. And let's go to the forest. Are we prepared to get lost? Because we will get lost. Whoa! What do we got? And werewolves. Sorry, that wasn't really cheap. Okay, we need more
Yes. Very well.
The Watchwolves have spoken truly, my brothers and sisters. Another of the Gaelish come to put us in our place, come to make us pay for our attack. We are beasts, but we are no longer simple and mindless. Let that thought chill your spine. You speak to Swift Runner. I lead my cursed brothers and sisters. Turn back now.
They look like gnolls.
Go back to the
They're
Daelish
werewolves.
and tell them that you have failed. Tell them we will gladly watch them suffer the same curse we have suffered for too long. We will watch them pay. Was it not Sathrian who sent you?
I know. I really want the
never to talk.
bear shotgun, but I really shouldn't.
We have never met, he and I. He would not survive the experience. I swear it. Witherfang is the first and the eldest. This forest is his home, and you will never see him, if you are lucky. You know nothing, do you? Nothing of us, and even less of those you serve. You are a fool, and we are done talking. Run from the forest while you can. Run to the Dalish and tell them they are doomed. I do not wish to fight you, but our enemy has sent you to us, and now you force our hand. Come, brothers and sisters! Swift Runner calls you to battle! Drive this invader from our midst!
Yeah, I'm gonna kill you.
Enough! The forest has eyes of its own, and it shall deal with you. You have been warned.
Okay, bye. Okay, we can level up. Oh look, it's a Templar.
Of course.
What do we got? More werewolves? Let's do an acid flask. Right there. Oh god, we're almost dead. Whoops! Oh god, we died.
Yes.
Okay, we need to take... Alright. Here we go, here's the dark spawn. Gotta fix my hot flash.
It will be done. As we said, this is a waste of time. Another battle like this.
Way to go, team.
Yes.
Give you a heart attack. Oofed up. Stan's almost dead. That's great. Alright, we gotta fix this hotbar. Whoa, 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 whoa. Not by that way. Alright, we want to pick up some of this. Alright. Let's fight some trees. Now we get our hands dirty. That's because it's locked. Uh-oh. Getting close to me. Is there anything over here? Monsters. Okay, we're gonna talk to this tree.
What manner of beast be thee that comes before this elder tree? How do I speak? The same as you. I form the words and sound them true. Now I have answered a query of thine, but thou hast yet to answer mine. Ah, yes, I remember thee. Long ago, the elves roamed free, their numbers few and passing fast, until one eve we saw their last. Allow me a moment to welcome thee. I am called the Grand Oak, sometimes the Elder Tree.
It rhymes? 'Tis a rhyming tree. One can only imagine what manner of spirit is involved here.
And unless thou thinkst it far too soon,
it's not supposed to be tea, but it's a Moogle holding a hammer. Or a mallet.
I have but one desire, to solve a matter very dire. As I slept one early morn,
I can have
a
Tifa.
thief did come and steal an acorn. All I have is my being, my seed. Without it, I am alone indeed. I cannot go and seek it out, yet I shall die if left without. My wooden skin has some magic, see, and part of it I can give to thee. The forest would see thee as a tree, and so no harm would come to thee. Wilt thou then perform the task, Wilt thou save me as I ask? Go to the east to find this man. I shall await. Do what thou can.
Alright, we're gonna call it here. I know it's just a bunch of talking and I apologize, but Dragon Age has dialogue. Alright. We'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully we'll be able to stream for a bit longer. Whenever you see this, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. We'll be back, like I said, tomorrow, hopefully. Talk to you later, Snipey and Mike.